guys, we're back. So, picking up where we last left off, it was basically a fan service episode. Nothing major, I think, happened. We learned that Haku likes girls with a little bit more physique to them than our friend Kuon. And I don't know, nothing else major happened that I remember. Let's see if any of these are Kujiri or Kujiyuri. I don't know. Kujiyuri. Ruatea's home country, a small nation located far in the west of Yamato. It used to be a massive barren wasteland, but the Aolo Ozen, who is her uncle, or was that... I think that was her uncle, managed to reclaim and expand the territory, restoring life to it. It's an outland with poor soil conditions, so the citizens' lives there are promised not to be easy. However, they live in harmony with the climate, managing to maintain clean and pure lifestyles while preserving their culture. Yamato, Olo, Ozen, who we haven't met, I don't think. We have met Ruatea. Does she get her own section? Yeah. Ruatea, a princess and the youngest daughter of Ozen, the Aolo of Kujiri. In the eyes of Haku, she seems honorable but somewhat faint-hearted at the same time. She joins Haku's journey to the imperial capital. She rides Kokopo, the Hololan bird. Hololan bird is an avian species that runs on the ground rather than flying. Normally, they're raised for human consumption, and depending on their breed, they can display bright and colorful plumage. They sing with the distinctive chirping sounds that inspired the name for their species. See Kokopo. Holololan. At sunrise, we pack up the campground and begin preparations to leave as planned.
Yoshi, 休憩は終わりだ。そろそろ出発するぞ。
Alright, boys and girls. Break's over. Let's get out of here, alright? Yeah. The deep voice of Ukon's men respond in unison, and soon enough the wagons are rolling out once more. I'm growing used to the ambience of the caravan. It's kinda nice. Time to get going, I guess.
Oh yeah?
Huh? Not long after we get back on the highway, I notice a familiar pair of figures walking beside me. Are these the twins? They kept their distance, but now the mysterious twins are flanking me on either side.
お前ら、何か用でもあるのか?
You two need something? No response. Not that I expected any.
どうしたものか.
What do I do about these guys?
その二人、誰なのかな?
Who are they? Kuon strays back toward me, having been walking in the front, coming back to investigate the odd sight.
こっちが聞きたい。聞いても何も話さないんだ。
That's what I'd like to know. Every time I ask them, I don't get as so much as a word of response.
荷運びをしてるってわけでもないし。
Doesn't seem like they're carrying a load or anything like that.
そうだろ? いかにも怪しいって思うよな。
Yeah, this feels kind of off, doesn't it? Like they're not even part of the caravan, maybe?
わかった。荷運びをしている男衆の子供ってとこかな。
If I had to guess, I'd say they're the children of one of the men escorting the cargo.
そんなざっくりでいいのかよ。
Is it really okay to leap to conclusions like that?
ま、いいんじゃないかな。特に害があるってわけでもないし。
I think it's fine. They don't seem to be a threat or anything like that. Okay, Kuan.
ああ、そうそう。ルルティアを探しに戻ってきたんだった。ルルティ
Oh, that's right. I came back to check on Rulatea. Rulatea. Kuan runs off in Rulatea's direction, shrugging off my bizarre situation.
なんだ、こっちを心配して戻ってきたわけじゃないのか。
She didn't come back to the back of the caravan because she was worried about me after all. Oh well. The caravan continues on its slow, inexorable roll up the mountain path. I can tell the road here was paved at some point, but now only a scattered few flat stones remain. Trees have taken root in the days since, roots snaking under the surface and breaking up the path.
道が荒れてるって、こういうことか。
So this is what Ukon meant when he said the road would be rough. The snowmelt has sunken into the dirt too, forcing everyone to trudge through the thick mud. Poke, poke. Squish, squish, squish. As usual, the mystery twins are close at hand.
これはもういいか。
This is... whatever.
何を聞いても答えが返ってこないし、何考えてるかわからんし、もうあれこれ気にしても無駄な気がしてきた。
No matter what I say, it's not like they're gonna reply. It's pointless to even worry about it.
にしても暗いな。
But man, it's getting dark. The sun should be at high noon, but the thick canopy of growth above us is blocking it out effectively.
なんだか不気味でおじゃるの。
Never before have I breathed so foul an air as that which chilleth my very bones in this place. Mararo mutters uneasily as he shoots furtive glances about, peering into the trees.
こうも不気味だと昔読んだ絵巻物を思い出すでおじゃるよ。
It calleth forth a memory most unseemly, of a darkling scroll, that fearful once I read. Dun dun
昔
dun.
々とある貴人が旅の途中森の中でそれは美しい女と出会うという話なのでおじゃるが。
'Twas a tale of a man, a wandering in a wood like this once, whence he had met a woman of beauty quite unmatched.
実は女の正体は森に迷い込んだ人をかどわかして食らう世にも恐ろしい脱ぎそむ神で、脱ぎ恐ろしや恐ろしや。
Below, neath this woman's mask of deception, lay a Nuki Wosobaki, that which feasteth upon the flesh of wayfarers. Nuki Wisomkami. I didn't understand a word of that.
脱ぎそむ神、あやかしみたいなものか。
Nuki Wisomkami. So what? Some kind of phantom or a ghost or something?
ハク殿は怖くないでおじゃるか。
Doth the tale frighten thee not, Master Haku?
いや、特に。
Nah, not really.
そうでおじゃるか。
I see.
話としてはありきたりな上に、内容を説明されただけでどうやって怖がれと。
Not only is it kind of a generic story, but a short summary isn't exactly going to strike fear into my heart. A figure on the road catches my gaze. Someone unfamiliar stands at the side of the road waving both arms in an effort to flag us down. Next to them, a wagon, much like one of our own, has tilted and fallen, blocking the road. Ukon calls a halt, and a nervous vibe ripples through the caravan, the prospect of bandits very real.
すまない。助けてくれないか？
I'm so sorry. Could you help me out? I don't know what voice to give her. The young girl next to the wagon approaches us with an apologetic smile.
どうした？
What can I do for you, young miss?
荷車が溝にはまって抜け出せなくなってしまったんだ。
My cart's wheels are stuck in a ditch, and I can't get it out on my own.
今仲間が助けを呼びに行っているんだが、それを待っていたら日が暮れてしまう。
My companions went for help, but at this rate, the sun's gonna set before they get back.
すまないが荷車を押し出すのを手伝ってもらえないか？
I'm awfully sorry, but could I get your help pushing the cart free?
ありゃまあそいつは災難だったな。よしてめえら荷車を押し出すから何人か手伝え。
Quite a bind you're in. Alright, men. Let's help her out. Yeah. Leave it to us, sir. Several men gather at Ukon's call. They seem a little eager because it's a woman, especially one with a pretty face. Figures. I'd say she's probably got something other
つまり
pretty other than her
マロロが言っ
face.
てた脱ぎ染む髪ってあんな感じか？
Hey, Maruro. Is that your Nugi Wiso Makami?
にょ
Oh no?
さっきの話だ。ああして言葉巧みに近づき油断したところをガブリとしてくるんだろ。
But the story you just told me, she gonna eat us up while our guard is down?
大変でおじゃるよ。
Gadzooks, Master Haku, make not such jests. 'Tis not a laughing matter.
いや本気にするなよ。あんな感じかと聞いただけであれがそうだとは言ってない。
Come on now. I'm not being serious. I just asked if it looks like her.
第一可愛くはあるが絶世の美女って感じじゃないだろ。
I mean, she's cute, but I wouldn't call her a woman of beauty unmatched, or whatever you said.
そう言われればそうでおじゃるな。
One supposeth as much. Blah.
ちょっと可愛いくらいで全然美女とは違うでおじゃる。
She possesses some charm, but no, Milady is not such a beauty as the fell creatures might impersonate.
いやいやほんと美女でなくてよかったでおじゃるよ。
Forsooth, let us be thankful for thy homeliness. You're gonna get smacked, dude.
どうしたい姉ちゃん。
Huh? Something wrong?
いや別に。
Not really, no.
本当に助かる。厚かましくて申し訳ないが、もう一つだけ頼んでもいいだろうか。
You're very kind. If I may, can I make one more request of you?
おう言ってみな。
Sure, let's hear it.
ならばお前たちの荷物を置いてってくれ。
Put down your weapons and leave all your other belongings behind.
はあ
Yeah.
お前たちの荷物を置いてってくれ。
Put down your weapons and leave all your other belongings behind. In the blink of an eye, the drop cloth covering her cart's cargo rips away, revealing armed men. Ukon's men, who had approached the caravan to help lift, are quickly subdued and pinned down. That didn't sound like Ukon's voice, but whatever.
動くな。
Don't move. Faster than Ukon can reach for his blade, the girl raises her hand. Her dress just, bothers me. My lighting situation ain't that great, so, I don't know what, did she say her name? I don't know what her name was. Because I want to know, what is she wearing? It just looks ridiculous. So the girl raises her hand. At her signal, more men with bows and knocked arrows materialize from the trees, aimed right at us.
ひょえ何が
What manner of... The Yuki wo Somi or whatever.
通り囲まれてる。
We're surrounded. Their numbers are only half ours, but every one of them has a bowstring drawn and ready. We'll have to play this very, very carefully.
Haku no!
Mr. Haku. Maru begins visibly trembling at the sudden development.
マロロも両隣の二人もっていない？
Both he and the twins are... Wait, where did the twins go? Are they gonna save the day, or are they running away while we deal with this? Vanished again, of course.
へえ、やるじゃねえの。
Not bad. Ukan remains straight-backed and fearless, but his voice is audibly stiff.
安心しろ。我々の目的はその積み荷だけだ。おとなしくしていれば手荒な真似はしないと約束する。
Worry not. We're merely after your cargo. Your lives are only in danger if you decide to be idiots.
それとも無駄な抵抗をしてその娘たちを危険にさらすか？
I don't like her voice at all. It's the one that's recorded. It just sounds very bad compared to all the other recordings. Alright, let's get back into this. Or perhaps you resist and put those two on the bird at risk.
ルルティエ、クオンのことか。
Is she talking about Ruatea and Kuon? If they loose those arrows, the girls would be the first to fall. There's nowhere to take cover. Aww. I look over to see Kuon protectively wrapping her arms around Ruatea, who's gone pale with fear.
しゃあね。
I guess there's no choice then. Ukan takes his katana from his waist and tosses it at the woman's feet.
おめえらもだ。いいか、余計な真似はするな。
You guys do the same. Don't do anything rash.
おとなしくしてりゃ何もしねえって言ってんだ。言われた通りにしてやろうや。
I'm taking her at her word that she won't hurt us if we stay quiet. Yeah. We got you, Captain. The Ankuam all share looks, murmuring to each other. The reality of their situation sinks in, and one by one they lay down their arms.
そこの二人、お前たちもだ。
You there, you too. Marudo and I are the only ones not moving to put down our weapons. We're drawing undue attention.
こりゃ仕方ないか。
Looks like we have no choice.
もうなるようにしかならない。言われた通りにしてしばらく様子を見るしかない。だろうな。
I guess I can only ride out the storm and see what happens at this point. I pull the fan from my sash and gently lay it on the ground.
何してる？お前もだ。
And the other one, too.
マロは、
Marudo? I...
こいつなら何も持っていないぞ。
He doesn't have anything on him, though. As Marudo dissolves into a panic, I step in and speak up for him.
おお、ハク殿。
Oh, Master Haku. Marudo takes my words as sticking up for him, and he quivers, moved to tears.
下手に間もついて向こうを刺激させないためだったんだが。
Really? I only did it so his flailing wouldn't unnecessarily provoke them.
いいだろう。お前たち。
Very well. Men? Yes, ma'am. At the woman's call, some of her bandits step forward with ropes.
両手後ろに回せ。
Hands behind your backs. Nice and slow-like. There's no real point in resisting. I do as instructed.
にしても賊に襲われないんじゃなかったのか。
Didn't Nukan say no bandit would dare attack us like this?
こうして見事なまでに襲われてるんだが。
And here we are, being attacked by bandits. Glancing up the line to Ukan, I can see they've tied him up and forced him to sit.
手荒な真似をするような連中でないのがせめてもの救いか。
At least these guys don't seem to be the types to do anything too rough.
いや、さすがのすり。見事な手際じゃねえな。
Ah, well done, Nosri. A right impressive show, this. The sound of slow clapping fills the clearing. What voice am I gonna give him? But let's see if we have, Nosuri? I doubt they gave her a page that... N... Nosuri... Nope. Don't have any N's. If these are alphabetical. Nope. We have Mysterious Duo. That's interesting. Cool. It's too bad the innkeeper doesn't get a name. A broad-shouldered, rugged man appears and gives a vulgar smile, clapping as he approaches the girl. Despite his dramatic entrance, Nosuri only gives him a sidelong glance, hardly paying attention. The newcomer shrugs it off, looking over to me. Or past me, more accurately, to Kuon and Ruatea, now dismounted and tied up. His smile widens by several teeth.
こりゃ上玉じゃねえの程度だってこんな上玉はめったにいねえじゃんよ
Now ain't this one a beauty? Lookers like this are hard to come by, even in the city.
決まりじゃんこの女は俺様の門に決定な
Yeah, that settles that. This girl is mine.
こいつ
You bastard.
抵抗しなければ積み荷を持っていく以外何もしないとか言っていたが所詮は盗っ人の口約束ってことか
The woman, Nosuri apparently, had promised they'd only touch the cargo, but I guess that was a lie.
おいてめえら縛り上げた連中の身ぐるみ剥がすの忘れんなよ
Hey, boys, don't forget to search these idiots while we got them tied up. Take whatever you have, whatever you come up with. As at the broad-shouldered man's call, a bunch of rugged ruffians, a new separate group, approach us.
どうするか
Mazina, this isn't good. How are we gonna get out of this one?
せっかくだけど遠慮しとくね。どう見ても好みじゃないから。
Sorry, but I'll have to pass. You aren't my type. Huh?
いいじゃんいいじゃんいいじゃんますます気に入ったぜ
Ah, you're good. You got spunk. I'm liking you even more now.
お前たちは今から俺様の女だぜたっぷり可愛がってやるから楽しみにするじゃんよ
You girls are mine now, you understand? I'll be sure to give you plenty of attention later.
頭少しは俺たちにも分けてくださいよ
Hey, boss, you better share.
バカ野郎こんな冗談指一本だって分けてやらねえよ
You wish. I ain't sharing one little finger of these lovelies.
クオン様
What's Kuon? Pale with fear, Ruatea huddles against Kuon, shaking.
大丈夫そんなに怖がらなくても大丈夫だから
Hey now. Everything's gonna be okay. We'll be alright. I promise.
なんかえらい余裕だな
Well, someone's incredibly confident.
さすがにヤバいはずなんだが全然焦った様子がない何か秘策でもあるのか
The situation's looking bleaker by the moment. Does Kuon have some kind of secret plan up her sleeve?
きっとハクが何とかしてくれるから
I'm sure Haku will find us a way out of this. Oh no.
ハク様が
So Haku?
自分がかよ。
Me? Rotea follows Kuan's eyes, looking to me for help.
無理だから。自分にどうしろと。
What does she expect me to do?
そんな視線で見られると、両親の呵責に苛まれるからやめて。
Please stop looking at me like that. Those eyes are plaguing me with guilt.
モズヌ、勝手な真似はするな。我らノスリ旅団と行動を共にするからには、我らの流儀に従ってもらう。
Alright, now I gotta try to get back into her voice. Mosnu, enough. If you're gonna be working with the Nozuri thieves, from now on, you abide by our rules, not yours. The girl gives the man called Mosnu a sharp look, admonishing him.
我々の目的は罪にだけ。それ以外は決して手を出さない。人に危害は加えない。
We only take the cargo. Everything and everyone else is to remain unharmed.
そう言っておいたはずだ。
I told you this before. You can't just do as you please.
いいじゃんよ、いいじゃんよ。な堅苦しいこと一個なしにして、やりたいようにやっちまおうぜ。
Come on, don't be such a spoil sport. Live a little.
全部俺様に任せとけってよ。
You know you can just leave it all to me, babe. Mozu swaggers over to Nozuri and throws an arm around her shoulder, getting a little too close for comfort.
それにちゃんとわかってるぜ。ノスリが焼いてるってことによ。
I know you're
いい加減
just...
素直になって俺様の女になっちゃいなよ。
I know you're just jealous because I'm giving those two attention. Why don't you come clean already?
せっかくこんないいもん持ってんだからよ。
Be my sweetheart, yeah? It'd be an awful shame if those that great chest of yours never got the loving it deserves. Wow, I can't believe he said that, but... As Mosnu points meaningfully at Nozuri's chest, she calmly seizes his finger and twists sharply. Yeah. Aww. Mosnu drops to the ground, clutching the offending finger and writhing in pain.
今、あいつの指、かつてない方向に折れ曲がらなかったか。
Did she just... Fingers aren't supposed to bend that way.
うん。おいたはダメよ、坊や。
Behave yourself, little boy. Nozuri says that line as though reciting it from a script, and she winks awkwardly.
どうだ、オギ。今のはなかなかいい女っぷりじゃなかったか？
How was that, Ogi? Did I act with all the style and strength of a good woman?
ええ、さすがは姉上。その魅力に思わずめまいを起こすところでした。
So we have a brother and sister pair. I feel like this is gonna go on a while. I don't know how much longer I want to go. I'll continue for a little bit. But if we get to a scene with more description, like a different scene than this one, then I'll probably quit out. What voice do I give you? Truly most impressive, dear sister. Your feminine charms dazzle as ever. A slender man appears next to me.
視界に入っていたはずなのに気づかなかった。
How is he hiding in plain sight? I didn't notice him at all.
そうであろう。これでまた一歩いい女に近づいたな。
That's right. With this, I'm one step closer to being the very model of a good woman.
何しやがれ!
What did you do that for? He looks like he's in serious pain, thrashing about as he howls at Nozuri.
無粋だな。女との戯れを笑ってさらりと受け流すのがいい男というものだぞ。
How positively boorish. A good man simply laughs and shrugs off a woman's jest.
超痛えじゃんよ。こんなの流せるか。
How am I supposed to shrug this off? This shit hurts.
やれやれ。だからお前はいい男になれないんだ。
Oh dear. This is exactly why you'll never aspire to be a good man, Masnu.
かつて異国にいい男と謳われたオーロが存在した。
There was once a foreign Olo who was thought to be such a man, you know?
彼は嫉妬に狂った奥方から腕を噛まれようが箸を突き刺されようが微笑んでされるがまま受け入れたらしいぞ。
No matter how much his jealous wife hit him or stabbed him with her chopsticks, he grinned and he bore it.
それがいい男というものであり、いい男の義務だ。
To weather such treatment with a smile and acceptance, such is the duty of a good man.
いや、その理屈はなんかおかしい。
I'm finding a couple of things wrong with her logic here. Okay.
それに引き換え、お前はダメ男だな。
You, on the other hand, are a boor and a pig.
だと。
Nandato? How dare? The man grimaces, but as he moves toward Nozuri menacingly, he freezes in his place.
どうしました？続きをしないのですか？
Why, my good man, whatever is the matter? Can't you move? The man called Ougi, at my side just a moment ago, reappears behind Mosnu, holding a thin blade to his neck.
なんだこいつ。全然気づかなかったぞ。
What's with this guy? I didn't even see him move.
冗談じゃんや。何ムキなってんの？
Hey now, I'm just joking, yeah? All in good fun. Take it easy.
奥義、構わんぞ。こんな場合、男のやんちゃを許してやるのがいい女というものだ。
It's alright, Ogi. Forgiving a man for his rudeness is what a good woman does after all, huh?
姉上がそう言うなら仕方ないですね。
If you insist, dear sister, then I defer to your judgment. And just like that, Ogi slips his blade back into his sleeve and walks away as if nothing happened at all.
まあいいさ。もともと俺はデカ父はあんま好きじゃなかったしな。
Whatever. I never liked huge tits anyway. Spitting a weak parting shot over his shoulder like a sore loser, Mosnu turns and runs.
ババアにだったら塩にしぼんで垂れちまうからな。
They're gonna shrivel up and droop when you're an old hag, you know? And gives a final insult as he disappears into the thicket. Eh,
姉上、どうしました？
is something the matter, sister?
なんでもないぞ。なんでも。よし、運べ。
It's nothing. Carry on. Ogi waves at the remaining men. Waves to the remaining men at her command, who gathered around the caravan's unnamed wagons. Anything loaded with cargo, even that strange covered one, is hauled in short order.
騒がせたな。では、積み荷はいただいてゆくぞ。さらばだ。
Please forgive the inconvenience. We'll be taking this. Farewell.
それでは道中お気をつけて。いずれまた。
My voice is all over the place with Nozuri. Do take care on the road, friends, until we meet again. With bizarrely polite farewells, both of them disappear with the last of the bandits into the woods.
やれやれ。とりあえずは命拾いしたか。
Yada yada. Good grief. Well, at least we survived.
とはいえ、こんな山奥で縛られたまま放置ってのは、これどうやって抜け出すんだ。
I mean, we're tied up deep in the mountains. Sure, but we survived. Now how are we gonna break out of this? No sooner than the thought crossed my mind, I noticed Kuon wiggling her body oddly behind me.
よいしょ。
She snapped out of her bindings. Flump. The ropes tightly wrapped around her suddenly fall to the ground.
お、縄抜けか。どうやるんだ。
A rope escape? You're gonna have to teach me that in the future if this is turns into a regular thing.
ちょっとしたコツがあるんだ。指の関節を外せば誰でもできるよ。
There's a little trick to it. That's all. You just dislocate your fingers.
いや、それコツとか器用とかいう次元じゃない。
I'm reasonably sure that's a pretty big leap from a little trick.
すぐに解くから、ちょっと待ってて。
Sure it is. Just hold still and let me untie you. Kuon makes her way down the line, starting with me, then untying everyone else in quick succession.
ありがとうございます。
Aw. Thank you.
おい姉ちゃん、こっちも頼むわ。
Hey, Missy, do mine too, won't you?
あれ、そっちは解く必要なんてないんじゃないかな。
Oh, I don't think I need to untie yours.
何のことだい？
What are you talking about?
演技としてはなかなかだと思うけど、いろいろと違和感があったかな。
You're a pretty good actor, Ukon, but enough of the charade. I could tell something was off.
例えば、あの女の人が助けを求めに近寄ってきた時、みんながそれほど警戒してなかったこととか。
You weren't being cautious at all. What with a suspicious woman approaching us, unsolicited.
あなたほどの男が警戒してないなんてありえないかな。
It's not like you at all, a mercenary captain letting down his guard. I hardly think so.
こりゃまだ買いかぶってくれたもんだ。
You're overestimating me, I think, Missy.
それに、彼女の話を鵜呑みにしたのもらしくないかな。いつ
And
ものあなたならもっと疑って詳しい事情を聞いてそうだけど。
the way you took her story at face value was unlike you too. You would have asked for more details.
不自然なことならまだあるかな。囲まれた時に取り乱したのはルルティエとマロロだけで、他のみんなが慌てた様子がなかったから。
Moreover, after they surrounded us, only Ruatea and Maruro were upset. Everyone else stayed calm.
ここまで重なるといくらなんでも不自然かな。
With all that in mind, that was a strange encounter we just had. Wouldn't you agree?
クオンがやけに落ち着いていたのはそういうことか。
So that's why Kuon was so unflappable. She noticed something was up.
一つ二つの違和感ならともかく、それがいくつも重なれば必然ということだね。
Had it just been one or two off notes, I might have let it slide. But the whole thing feels too suspicious.
やれやれ降参だ。ほんとおっかれえ姉ちゃんだ。
Cripes. Alright already. I give. You got some scary deductive abilities, you know that? Now I'm giving him, like, the southern accent. I don't know.
説明してもらえるよね。
You'll explain, won't you? Was this like a test or something? Ukon smiles wryly, then stands without issue. The ropes, supposedly tying him up, flutter uselessly to the ground at his feet.
どういうことでおじゃるか。
What bewitcheth yon ropes?
ああ、ちょっと待ってくれ。 守備はどうだい、お二人さん。
But first, how'd it go, you two? Okay. The twins nod, both silently pointing off in the same direction.
こいつらいつの間に。
Wait, when did they?
よし、これで準備は整ったか。
Alright, looks like everything's ready.
で、種明かしなんだが。
I guess I should make the big reveal then. Ukon scratches the back of his head, turning back toward us.
まずな、出発前に言った賊に襲われることはないって話。ありゃ嘘だ。
Well, first, remember how I said no bandit would attack us first? I might have lied about that a bit.
おい
Hey,
実は最近ここら一帯であいつら賊による被害が頻発しててな。
see, this area's been plagued by more and more bandits and highway robberies like this recently.
この九十里でも何度か捕らえようと動いたんだが、うまくいかなかったらしい。
Even way out here in Kujiuri, efforts to bring them in haven't gone exactly well.
どうやら連中、根城を転々としているらしくてな。なかなか尻尾がつかめねえってことだ。
It seems the bandits in question have been moving their stronghold regularly, throwing off the hunt.
そうこうしているうちに被害は増える一方、族どもの規模も大きくなってきてな。
All the while, they've been raiding and robbing, scaling up, recruiting new members.
このままではまずいってことで、奴らを討伐するのに協力してほしいと頼まれたわけさ。
They can't just be left to their own devices at this point. We were asked to take care of them. Ukon looks over to Ruatea apologetically.
下手に知らない方がいいだろうってことで、お姫さんには知らせてやせんでしたからね。
I'm sorry for putting you
怖い
through
思いを
this.
させて申し訳ありません。
That was like the longest pause. I'm sorry for putting you through this mess, Princess. We thought it'd be better if you didn't know.
そうだったのですか。
I see. So that's why.
ウコン殿、マロも聞いてないでおじゃるよ。どういうことでおじゃるか。
Master Ukon, prithee speak truth. I knew not of these plans.
いや、そいつはだな。マロロは腹芸が苦手だろう。そのことで向こうにバレたらまずいってことでな。
Yeah, about that. Maro, you're not exactly the best actor in the world. I had to minimize the risks.
そうでおじゃるか。
I see.
いや、みんなで話し合って決めたんだ。俺が独断で決めたわけじゃん。なあおめえら。っておい、おめえらこっち見ろ。
Come on, man. It's not like I made the decision myself. It was a group thing. Men? Men, look at me.
マロロはまあわからなくもないか。ってことはまさか賊に襲われたのは。
Well, Maro's kinda. Yeah, I guess I can see that. But hey, doesn't that mean this was a trap?
おめえさん、さりげなくひでえな。あ、わざとだ。拠点を突き止めるには、おとりでおびき出すのが手っ取り早かったんでな。
Wow, kid. Rude. But yes, this was a purposeful trap. Faster to track them to their base this way.
ちょっと待て、それは分かったが、もしさらわれたり暴行を加えられたらどうするつもりだったんだ。
Hold on. I get that. But what would you have done if they'd actually attacked us?
運よく何もなかったからいいようなものの、あいつらの会話からして十分にその可能性はあったんだろう。
Thankfully, nothing happened like that, but for a second there, things were about to get really ugly. The way that Mosnu guy was leering at those two. Ruatea must have been scared out of her mind, with her face buried into Coco Pose, fluff like that.
ああ、それはだな。
Yeah, about that.
そういうこと。
So that's what was going on. As Ukon tries to talk around her, Kuon cuts to the heart of things.
向こう側に内通者。 というよりこちら側の人物がいたんだね。
Sorry, guys. Either there's a traitor in their ranks, or one of ours infiltrated them. Am I right?
道理でいろいろとおかしいと思ったかな。
No wonder things seem so suspicious.
そんなわけだ。これから待機していた討伐衆と合流の後、奴らの拠点に襲撃をかける。
That's about the shape of it. We'll be joining up with a company waiting nearby, and then attacking their base.
他にも質問や言いたいことが山ほどあるだろうが、後にしてくれ。今は少しの時間も惜しいんだな。
I know you've got more questions, and you deserve answers, but save them. Every minute counts now.
いやいやいや、ちょっと待て。何をさらりととんでもないことを言ってるんだ。
Wait, no. No, you don't. How can you suggest this so calmly?
荷物の護衛は引き受けたが、襲撃を仕掛けるとかはないだろう。さすがに勘弁だぞ、おい。
Escorting cargo? I signed up for. But launching surprise attacks on bandit fortresses? Come on, give me a break.
ああ、分かってるって。こっちもそこまで世話になるつもりはねえさ。
Yeah, I know. I'm not planning on bringing you along for this. You can relax. Saying that, Ukon smiles.
その代わりと言っちゃなんだが、あんちゃんたちには頼みてえことがあるんだ。
Instead, I hate to ask this of you, but I do need a tiny little favor. Sorry, guys.